We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Williams now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. They'll go again here with Kamara. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
To throw, it's Carr. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
It's a give now to Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now, second down throw from Carr. Oh, we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Hurry! They send Godwin in motion.
Pistol.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Saints have got it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike. Sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
And he's taken down on what should be The final play of this first quarter. So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. 0-0 is the score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
Third and 6.
Right now. Later 2. Express.
Off the play fake. Here's Carr. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Carr throwing on 4th down. That's deep for Olave. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular. What's up?
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. He's going to air this one out. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Carr working out of the gun. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. And he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! What's that?
On play action, Mayfield. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Alert, 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 alert!
Here's a run. A short game, down to the 7. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal.
Run, run, run. What's that?
They'll go with him again. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. To the goal line and in. Craig Palmer. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is caught. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 41-yard line. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 to score as the third quarter begins. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Second down throw for Mayfield. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Now a 3rd and 2. On the handoff, it's Irving. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Real.
They'll go. Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And he's going to have the Buccaneers, and he's going to have the Jets. To throw is Mayfield. That's Cotton, open downfield. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive. Like, I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
A run on 1st and goal. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he will dive into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He gets it to go. And the Bucs move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll grab it at the 12. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11.
What now? What?
Now Carr. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 41 yards. A give up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Carr. Shaheed with the catch. His second grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make every...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Carr. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A give. This is Irving. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. They'll go again here with Irving. Up the sideline, past the 30. And he's out of bounds, very close to the 40-yard line. They get 21 on that one. It's a first down for Tampa Bay. Right back to Irving. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On second down, Baker. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Bucky Irving. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Run.
Baker to throw. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 38 yards. On first down, here's Irving. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second down and 3. Here comes Otten in motion. On the ground, it's Irving. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On first and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And he's going to be taken down. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. They'll run with Irving. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bucks will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Valdez Scantling on the move. Carr now to throw on first down. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Carr from the gun on third down. Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. Picked up by Zion McCollum. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
And he pulled it left. No good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
93.
They'll go play action with Carr. Open man down the field. It's Olave. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Hey, 734. That's it.
Carr now. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
OP. Well, Jumbo.
Now, Carr. And more of the same. Another interception. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
On first and 10, here's Baker. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is brought in. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a win here for the Buccaneers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa. First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006. We welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. The kicker, Blake Drupe, set to start it. And off we go from the Superdome. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Look wide, get this one complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
In motion comes Andrews. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. 3rd and long for Jackson. Whoa! Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. He gets that to the veteran Aguilar. And he's going to have a Ravens first down on what will be a big play there. on 4th and long. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw is Jackson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Carr working out of the gun. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board. And the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2. Boy, what a return right there. I mean, just a complete breakdown by this kickoff team. He's able to get loose up that right sideline, and fortunately, they're able to get him down eventually, but not until he sets his offense up with excellent starting field position.
This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter in the books. 2-0 is indeed the score. More from New Orleans after this. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Jackson. And he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. It's up and through. And the Ravens will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. He throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll... Second down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Carr. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st and 10, Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On the ground, it's the tight end. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Play action now. It's Carr. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Carr. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will score. Jawan Johnson. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Jackson looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. It's 2nd down. Now Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Now the Ravens use their first timeout.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. And what does that do? Get you a little bit more depth in your drops.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
He's got the connection. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. On first down, Carr. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one? A first down throw for Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On the handoff, it's Henry. Henry rumbles to the 1st down and more. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. Point after now from Tucker. He's got it. And the Ravens will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Williams on the return. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Carr now to throw on 1st down. That's made right side. It's Johnson. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate. Ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
First down throw for Carr. Going for it all. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Ravens are in front. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Olave is the motion man. On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Throw right side to Olave. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Now Carr. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back is Carr. Open man is Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll run here with Kamara. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. Now, 2nd down throw from Carr. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. It is brought in the end zone. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown Saints. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down. On play action, here's Jackson. He's going to try it here again. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. Jackson now to throw on first down. And he will get down here as he wisely avoids the contact. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown.
That is caught. What a throw. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. In motion comes Andrews. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he will get into the end zone, extending the lead from 9 to 11. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, it's Williams. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Carr working out of the gun. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Play action now. Jackson. He's going to tuck it, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Saints have got it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs. But he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Brandon Stevens.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to keep it himself.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. Back to throw, Jackson. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Olsen and Evo, the good coverage. Gets his hand in there to knock it away.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved sick.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. Extra point try now for Tucker. His kick is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Williams now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. On 1st and 10, Carr. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. Going up top. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Going up top and looking for Andrews. Here's 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
2nd down, Jackson. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Jackson looking to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Jack. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Carr. That's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
At this point, they're just trying to make something positive happen here late in the 4th quarter. This secondary blanketed the entire field, and the ball ends up falling into the wrong arms.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Down to a knee. Here goes Jackson. that should do it. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play.